Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a layout for Mad About Mini paper pads. I managed to get a layout done. It's just a share, and I apologize for that because it's a little bit of a fun technique, but I do promise that I'll come back and I'll do it for you live, hopefully soon. But if you just watched my video before this, the 17th is also my day for Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I wanted to do, of course, the Follow a Sketch February, and I was kind of worried that that was combining a little bit too much if I also made it Mad About Mini paper pads, although I did use some mini papers just in case. But I'm glad that I'm at least able to get back and show you a layout that I did just for this lovely and wonderful hop. As you know, on the third Saturday of every month, we get together and we bring you some inspiration to get some of those mini paper pads out of your lovely stash and onto your pages. So I used my collection obsession for this month, which is the Simple Stories, My Story, the mini paper pad. I had a few, very few 12 by 12 papers. The 12 by 12 papers came in a Scrapbook and Cards Today, a Crop and Create kit that I didn't use for its intended purpose. So, and I combined a few things from that kit and that I bought, namely the 6x8 paper pad. So, my idea, following on a little bit, I guess, from last month, was to do a little bit of a quilt type, mosaic type pattern in the background and frame it as well, and then frame the entire layout. This was maybe a little bit of an afterthought, and I'll come back to that. So what I did, I took 4 different patterns, and let me see, these 2 come from the same paper. So I think I used 3 papers, but this lovely floral and this pretty orangey dreamsicle type orange are the A and B sides of the paper. I think I have another one in here so that I can double check myself that I am not lying to you. Oh, maybe I've used it all. Anyway, I think I have, but there you go. I have a little tiny piece left here. So yes. So you see, this was the A and the B side. So what I did to begin with, so that I would get the sort of inside here, is I took these papers and cut 4 by 4 squares. So into a square, and then I just cut them down the middle on my trimmer here to make a triangle. Now, that is not perfect because you can see in a couple of places, namely here, and this is quite a big gap where it didn't quite sort of line up, because then what I did is, of course, I took the patterns and I put them back as squares right in the middle. The only measuring I did was to find my center point. So the 6-inch mark and the 6-inch mark. So I found that just so that I could get the first 2 papers down, and then I just patchworked the others together. And then, of course, that leaves, if I use just 4 by 4 squares, that leaves some bits and pieces left over from the papers. So I cut those to 1-inch strips, and then I used the same patterns all the way around. And you see this one here, for some reason I only used this little tiny bit, and it would have looked a lot better here, wouldn't it, than this. I think I'm actually going to go and change that, my friends. I think I'm going to put this right on top, a little 1-inch by 2-inch piece here, because it will give a little bit more differentiation, these two are very, very similar. So I think I might do that. In fact, I am going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that right there. So, got the papers down in the back, the 1-inch strips all the way around. So what I have for the 1-inch strips, of course, are 2 1x4s and 1 1x2, because being 1 inch all the way around, it sort of increases my frame here by 1 inch. So this gives pretty much a 10 by 10 square. Got my photo, and I sort of moved it over to the side a little bit. At the beginning, my first idea was to put it right in the middle, but then I decided I wanted to move it over in the side a little bit and sort of do my triangular embellishing, because this is not a sketch, this is just an off-the-cuff design. And put the title down here, which is just captured. This is going to go into my Prague album. It is a palace in Prague, so I wanted to get that down. Now, I haven't really left myself any place for journaling, so I may put that here on the back, or put a little glassine bag here like you've seen me do before, so that I can put a little bit of journaling. So I matted my photo in black, and then I felt that that was maybe just a little bit too dark. It was a good contrast, but perhaps a little too dark. So I just went in and I had a scrap of this paper, and I just did a very, very narrow frame so that it would really, the photo would pop. And I popped it up on foam as well. So then, as I like to do, I decided I would do a little cluster here and a little cluster here, because I had moved it over to the left. And I started here with just a little viewfinder from Nicole Jones 911. And then I got some of the chipboard here that goes along with the decorative brads, the foam stickers, and I actually brought in Where to Next here because I wanted to use it as the title. I found all of the title pieces here were a little bit too big. There was the Good Life that I thought I might put there, but in the end I found it a little, again, too chunky. So I found that the beautiful, beautiful title words here, but they didn't sort of work with what I was going for. So that's what decided me to just come and do another little cluster down here and use a title piece from this Where to Next on here, simply captured. So as I say, I put the viewfinder, then I got this fun little plant that comes from the chipboard set here. The sticker, I do have the large sticker sheet from this as well that came in the Crop and Create Delivered kit, so from my story. So I used that for this floral piece here, and then went into the decorative brads to just sort of finish off this area a little bit. This is one of the printables and cut-aparts from Hey Little Magpie that was made to go with this collection. So Memories, took a foam piece and another sticker to just finish this off a little bit. And then I thought this bird was kind of cute, and he is chipboard, so he comes from this set or from the chipboard set itself that I have that goes with this collection. Once I had the little bird there, I found, of course, that he needed to rest on a little something, so I just brought in the sticker Documented, so Memories Documented, and used a couple of the flat back brads. Wanted this to be sort of my main title, I guess, the captured, but then, you know, it needed a little bit of embellishing, so I went into the 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I just popped this underneath, and I straight away, I felt that it gave it a little bit of a resting place, and it grounded the title. Enjoy This Moment, just popped a sticker on there, and a couple of the flat back brads. And this is when I sort of looked at it, and I really, really liked it, but I found it just sort of fell off the sides. And you know me with my white cardstock or cream cardstock. I like it either to be framed with cardstock, do a little bit of inking or distressing and or outlining. So I did. Actually, I let the layout sit overnight and then looked at it this morning just before recording with you, and I said, no, I do need to outline it, and I do like it much more this way. So there you go, my friends. I'm sorry I didn't show you the technique. I promise I will be back showing you that, but hopefully this still gives you a few ideas, and if you have any questions or anything, please leave them down below or message me. Of course, there are all of the links to all of my lovely friends that are playing along today, and they are down below. Now, their layouts may already be up. I'm putting this up maybe an hour or so later than usual, because at my normal 6 a.m. time, you will have seen my Follow a Sketch February and Spiegel Mom Scraps. So this is probably going up 7 or 7:30, so that there's a little bit of time between the two layouts. Thank you so much for being here, my friends, and I will see you here next month. Now, if you'd like me to do this next month so that I can do it on the camera for you, leave that for me down below as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here soon, my friends. Bye for now.